And we're going to stay with this as long as it takes here on TBS and on Max.
Your main event tonight is set for one fall with a 16-minute time limit. And it's for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship. Introducing the challenger from East Palo Alto, California, weighing 270 pounds. Powerhouse Hobbs!
Powerhouse Hobbs, who 1 week ago outlasted 10 other men in the casino gauntlet match, just like we saw Tony Storm pull off to earn this shot at Jon Moxley here in Cincinnati. Hobbs finding himself behind enemy lines, so to speak, Taz.
Well, absolutely. I'm really happy and proud of Powerhouse Hobbs for winning that deal last week. As you see, the Death Riders, looks like they're making their way through the cold Cincinnati night right here. Well, it's actually just Marina and Moxley, the world champion. And we assume in that briefcase is the AEW World Championship. But that is the world champion, Jon Moxley. But I was saying, I'm very happy and proud of Powerhouse Hobbs for being in this position right now.
More on that in a second, Taz. Let's go back to the ring of Justin Roberts.
His opponent, being accompanied by Marina Shafir, weighing 231 pounds. He is the reigning and defending All Elite Wrestling World Champion, Moxley!
An atypical reception from Moxley, at least as of late, since he became AEW World Champion. It's all about how he became World Champion. And Taz, I think it's important we clarify why we keep saying we presume that Marina Shafir holds the AEW World Championship title belt in that briefcase. It's because we have not seen it. No one has seen it since Moxley defeated Bryan Danielson to win the title last October.
Correct. Yeah, like you said, assume. That's all we could do regarding where the championship belt is.
Moxley, he's essentially been holding that title hostage. In his own words, he says that no one has proven themselves worthy enough to see the belt, to lay eyes on the AEW World Championship. And what makes Jon Moxley the arbiter of that? I guess it's because he's AEW World Champion.
I'm not sure right here. Maybe Mox is trying to get Hobbs to get out of the ring.
Wait a second.
The Pack's out here, yeah.
The Bastard Pack, part of the Death Riders, coming in through the crowd.
And that, I think, yeah. You can
Other side of the ring, Claudio Castagnoli coming in. You know Wheeler Yutas can't be far behind either. As the bell rings as Jon Moxley, the blindside shot on Powerhouse Hobbs. And remember, the last time these two men faced off last April, Tony, it was Hobbs suffering that catastrophic knee injury, a ruptured patellar tendon, 4 places that kept Hobbs out of action for months.
And it kept him out for months. Hobbs already has his work cut out for him, guys, because we're in Cincinnati. But the fact that the Death Riders are around even amplifies that.
Absolutely. But Taz, you talked about your history with Powerhouse Hobbs as a member of Team Taz. He is somebody that was highly recruited, not only by yourself, but Don Callis, for his limitless potential. And now here tonight, challenging for the AEW Championship, World Championship for the very first time. Is tonight the night that Hobbs maximizes that potential?
It'd be something else, man, if Hobbs could conquer the world champion in his hometown right here in Cincy. That'd be impressive. If anybody can do it, it's Powerhouse Hobbs. And I just want to say I'm real proud of Hobbs. I'm proud of Brian Cage. I'm proud of Hook. 3 members, former members of Team Taz, you know, being throughout this Maximum Carnage show. I'm happy about that.
And a chop to the chest. A standing strike exchange as Hobbs. Wow, look at that. Hobbs taking Moxley off his feet.
And fans, in 3 weeks, we're coming back to Atlanta. That's on Wednesday, February 5th. And that'll be pre-sales begin tomorrow. Use code AEWTV to join us.
Nice forearm shot right there. Sorry, X-Cop.
The general public this Friday for our return to Atlanta as Hobbs and Moxley fighting over by the timekeeper's table to our left.
Yeah, I'm not sure if one of you guys hit it because we've been doing a lot of chatting here during the beginnings of this match. But as we know, like, Mox is the guy who, correct me if I'm wrong, who brought Hobbs into AEW technically.
That's right. It was Powerhouse Hobbs. He was a young competitor. We've seen a lot of him, again, on AEW Dark, Taz. It was almost like a proving ground for the future stars, but it was Jon Moxley that recognized the potential and brought Hobbs in for backup when when Moxley was the AEW World Champion. As Moxley, the tope, sending Hobbs into the barricade to our left.
You know, that was great speed and explosivity by the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley, who, by the way, is in tremendous condition. Seems like he cut a few LBSs, man. He looks great. He's ripped.
Yeah, he is ripped, and not many times you see Moxley dive out of the ring like that, but you know what? He's home. He's in Cincinnati. He's fired up even more.
Yeah, but now you're dealing with a guy, you know, like Hobbs, who's loaded with power, super tough, and he loves being out there in the crowd fighting, too.
Powerhouse Hobbs is a man, I mean, he's said it himself. He's been shot, he's been stabbed. He's a man that has a bullet, or
it's in his arm,
shrapnel still in his body.
That's true. It's a true story. Yeah.
Hobbs has lived a tough life to just get to this point, and to have that injury, that catastrophic knee injury last year while facing Jon Moxley for the first time ever, you know that can't sit well with Hobbs.
No, but Hobbs, he's a fighter, he's a battler, he's always been. Now the hometown man, the world heavyweight champion, pounded on the head right there of Hobbs.
Moxley believing he's got this match well in hand, but underestimate Powerhouse Hobbs at your own peril, Jon Moxley.
Once again, fans, don't forget, we're going to stay with this one as long as it takes. We could have a new champion before the night is over.
What a strength.
He's amazing, isn't he?
It's Hobbs driving Moxley into the corner. Now, look how quickly Hobbs has turned this match in his favor.
Yeah, that's what Hobbs needs to do, Taz, right? Use the strength, use the power.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, he's getting vicious.
God,
he's trying to bite that ear off. I love it.
Yeah.
It's out of the page of Mox.
Exactly. I think he's trying to bite the earring out of Moxley's ear. Look at the viciousness of Powerhouse Hobbs.
That's exactly what he's doing.
And Moxley seems surprised, seems stunned as he's driven to the floor, and fans don't go anywhere because the AEW World Championship match continues. You can see Hobbs with the blood of Jon Moxley on his lips, and Moxley stunned.
Yeah, turned the table on Moxley.
Go get him. Good idea. Got him hurt. Go get him.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, Hobbs will not stop. He will stay all over Jon Moxley.
Once again, the action, thankfully for us, going to the timekeeper's table. But now, Powerhouse Hobbs, the right hand into the face of Moxley. As referee Paul Turner trying his best to restore order here, but with two titans of the ring like Powerhouse Hobbs and Jon Moxley, much easier said than done.
Oh, absolutely. It definitely is. It's a tough job for the referee Paul Turner. There's no doubt about it.
Boy,
in the ring. Moxley's foot just slitting in.
Yeah, I know. He literally turned Moxley upside down underneath the table.
And Hobbs trying to drag the champion back into the ring, back.
Oh, he's going right to that ear.
That ear is bleeding, man. Sorry. Nope. That ear is bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize how bad it was bleeding. I'm looking at it now. Off camera.
Look at this again, going after the ear.
I don't know what this does to win a match, but I'm telling you.
I mean, think about what Jon Moxley said all these months. He's trying to bring out the viciousness, the violence of the AEW roster.
That's right.
And Jon Moxley is getting that and more here tonight at the hands of Powerhouse Hobbs.
In the ring. Win it in the ring.
Now
Referee
Moxley
is working hard to get these guys back in the ring.
Moxley, the blood just streaming down from that ear.
Bleeding bad.
And the referee wants to check it out here.
Powerhouse Hobbs. He's got that elbow all loaded up, and Moxley
right now has no defense, guys. None at all. Couldn't even get his hands up that time to block it.
Unfamiliar territory as of late for the AEW World Champion.
Those forearms are lined up right on that ear.
The Cincinnati crowd, of course, not reacting well to their hometown hero, Jon Moxley, being badmouthed by Powerhouse Hobbs. But, Tony, I think the Cincinnati crowd is probably the only people outside of the Death Riders that would willingly cheer for Jon Moxley.
I would agree to that, especially the page that Jon Moxley's been on in AEW. What he has done, we have seen it. What he's done to Orange Cassidy, Bryan Danielson. Moxley just has blood all over his chest now, guys. He's losing a lot of blood out there. And looks like he's getting fired up here. Look at Mox.
All of that from the ear of Jon Moxley. The AEW World Championship is on the line. Dynamite, Maximum Carnage, our main event. Powerhouse Hobbs and a bloody Jon Moxley battling it out live here tonight.
Jon Moxley, what about that?
Cutter right there. And again, just to touch on that blood, a lot of blood out of the champion's ear, left side. You know,
an unusual place.
Yeah, exactly. Just getting bit by Hobbs.
Unusual place to be bleeding from in a professional wrestling match. Powerhouse Hobbs biting the earring out of the ear of Jon Moxley.
Look at that ear, dude. I mean, taking a page right out of Mox's book with that viciousness.
Jon Moxley, the man who has held the AEW World Championship hostage since defeating Bryan Danielson this past October. Now perhaps in the most trouble yet of his fourth reign as AEW World Champion, Tony.
I don't think it's perhaps. I think without a doubt he is. And Jon Moxley's had quite a reign. 95 days as our champion.
Hobbs sent to the floor. Marina Shafir behind the referee's back, using the heel of her boot into the side of the head.
And Marina's been just stewing out here on the outside, trying to find an opportunity to do something to Hobbs, and that was it.
Moxley and Hobbs. Every time we see Moxley come near our desk, the hairs on the back of my neck, Tony,
I know,
stand straight up. Right now, Moxley going back to work, looking perhaps for the Death Rider on Hobbs.
That's exactly what he wants. Look at the power here.
Yeah, the power of Hobbs, the broad back of Hobbs preventing Moxley from cinching in the grip, and the shoulder block once again sends the champion to the mat.
Yeah,
Tough to do that to a guy the size, Shivani, of Mox, but what power by Hobbs.
I know, but again, the champion tried to pop back up, but he could not.
Taz, it's that football background, that first step explosion that Powerhouse Hobbs possesses.
Sure thing, and he's coming right now.
Wow. Oh, Moxley's back up.
Moxley up to his feet, but Moxley might be out on his feet. He gets up, perhaps just out of instinct alone, as Hobbs once again into the corner. And remember, it was very similar circumstances. Hobbs with Moxley in the corner. Hobbs hitting his knee on that middle turnbuckle, which exploded that patellar tendon.
Then he went down to the floor, could not get back up. Remember it well, it was in Jacksonville, Florida.
As Moxley, boot to the midsection, the double underhook, went to kick the leg, but Hobbs reverses. Hobbs.
Oh, man, the champ's in trouble.
Dangerous slam from Powerhouse Hobbs. 1, 2, no!
And Alex Coach, you got to stay on him here, Powerhouse. Stay on him.
Fans remember coming up this Saturday night, Collision Texas death match between Hangman Adam Page, Christopher Daniel, deeply personal match, plus Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii for the Continental Championship. Right now, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh, counter right there.
Power slam, but Moxley transitions. Jujikatami, the cross arm breaker. Center of the ring.
What a counter by Moxley. Unbelievable.
Hobbs trying to bring those arms together. But again, easier said than done, Taz, especially slickened with the blood of Moxley.
Absolutely. That bicep is being torn up right now with this Jujikatami, this cross arm breaker.
As Moxley, he went to adjust his position, but Hobbs was able to clasp his fingers together and now diving towards the ropes, finding the relief of the rope break from the official Paul Turner.
Well, it was a good way to counter out, stacking up Mox and then getting to the rope. Whoa. Referee stopping because the man was in the ropes.
Hobbs was in the ropes. The referee called for a clean break, but oh, psycho knee from Wheeler Yuta!
For crying out loud.
That snake
The referee never saw it.
Not at all.
That snake Wheeler Yuta. Paul Turner, his attention diverted by Jon Moxley.
That's the best thing we can say about Wheeler Yuta is snake.
As Moxley now, perhaps the path clear. No path. Hobbs, a spine buster.
Tough spine buster right there by the challenger. Can he do it? Can Hobbs make history right here?
Jon Moxley with only 14 singles losses in his AEW career. Perhaps on the verge of his 15th.
Wants that backbreaker, but nice counter with that rear naked choke.
The choke is cinched in. Hobbs makes it to the ropes. But Shafir! The briefcase, the referee didn't see it. Moxley, the roll-up, not like. Hobbs kicks out. Hobbs kicks out.
Strong legs.
Strong legs, strong instincts by Hobbs, but can he survive the paradigm shift?
He's got him.
Two.
He's got him.
Hobbs is out. Hobbs is out again. No, the bulldog choke this time.
Sitting through with that bulldog choke too.
Jon Moxley, the bulldog choke is cinched in and Hobbs goes out. Jon Moxley.
Got choked out. Yeah, nothing you can do with that.
And still, All Elite Wrestling World Champion, Jon Moxley.
Taz, walk us through the mechanics of what we just witnessed. Hobbs took 2 consecutive blows to the head. The briefcase. The death. Oh no!
Wait a minute, Excalibur. Look at this. Oh my God, this is bad for Hobbs.
The Death Riders just swarming Powerhouse Hobbs.
I mean, Hobbs put the champion through hell in his hometown, but now he's about to go through hell himself.
We see a bloodied but victorious Jon Moxley is now the Death Riders.
We've seen what they've done to Orange Cassidy, what they've done to Bryan Danielson. I'm afraid to even think of what they plan to do.
Look at that to the
Hobbs.
knee.
Oh, they're going to the knee.
That was the surgically repaired right knee of Powerhouse Hobbs. Moxley knows that better than anybody. It was the match with Moxley that Hobbs ruptured that knee.
Yeah, and you see that the brace is being ripped off by Claudio, that big knee brace, to expose that injured knee, the surgically repaired knee, I should say.
And you heard the reaction throughout this match, this Cincinnati crowd in support of Jon Moxley, but even they can't condone what he's doing here tonight to Powerhouse Hobbs.
They're trying to end his career is what they're trying to do right now, and they may be successful at it.
I think you're right, and that steel chair is wrapped across that surgically repaired knee. Oh my God, no!
Oh no!
Whoa! Death Riders cleared in the field right now.
Yeah, the damage done to Powerhouse Hobbs as the Rated R Superstar Cope, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, FTR. And Powerhouse Hobbs needs serious medical attention after this assault by the Death Riders. And fans, we will see you this Saturday night on Collision.